We have other books to discuss before we get into our NFL. And I am so freaking excited now to talk about Fourth Wing with you because I watched 2 full-length YouTube videos recapping both Fourth Wing and Iron Flame that were each an hour and a half to 2 hours long. I watched it simultaneously on Monday while I watched the College Football National Championship. So I'm, like, up to date on everything, like, I remember everything now. So, please tell me, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers for anyone who's read Fourth Wing, where are you at? Because I am so excited to hear where you're at.
I feel like you're going to be so disappointed because I'm not much farther along than where, because
okay.
I had to go back and read Circe.
Fair.
So I've had a lot to do. And like I said, I had a lot of Circe left because I was only reading Fourth Wing. So literally I'm at the point, you know what? Hold on. Talk for 1 second.
Go run and get your book. I'm very, very, very immersed into Fourth Wing right now because Onyx Storm came out yesterday and I'm patiently waiting for my book to show up. But
so I have both of them here.
Wonderful. So wait, so how you've dented quite a bit.
Let me see.
Cause like now I remember all the lore and like all the things that are happening and like I don't know. I'm back in my Fourth Wing mood. You know what I mean?
So her and Xaden kissed again. He obviously got her the saddle. We talked about the saddle. Yes. They went to that, like she saw her sister because they won the competition.
Yep.
And then her sister was like, fuck, we're getting attacked. And they flew out of there. And then she was like, I need to know if my sister's okay. But as they were flying out, Xaden, like, they fucking made out. I was like, wow, like, we're just doing this now? Like, and I think.
Love that.
Oh, and they're doing the mind. He's like being really flirty in her brain right now.
I love that. I love that. So we didn't even talk about the part where they first meet each other.
Yes.
And it's when Tarn and Sigale are together.
It on.
Because they're mates. They're mated dragons. And like basically they were like, hey, whatever Tarn feels, you feel. And she was like, damn, I'm feeling. And
she almost hooked up with Liam. She's like, I just need someone, and Liam's laying on the floor right there. And then she's like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, Liam. I forgot that you are at that part. So you know Liam's her bodyguard.
Yes, he's following her around everywhere. And I actually love Liam.
Sweet, sweet boy.
Yes. I love Liam.
And in the beginning she was just like, I don't need you, Liam. And then she was just like, Liam, you're my friend. And you're literally. Like, yeah. And it's so nice. And her signet came. So now she has her.
No.
Okay, I won't say no.
We don't know what it is yet.
Okay, sorry. I thought by that point you did.
I know. It's like something is brewing, like her tattoo keeps burning, but I don't know what it is yet.
Okay,
sorry. I know that Adarna, she stopped time when she got attacked. Mm-hmm. So she like knows that she has that ability, but she doesn't use it because she slept for like a week after she did it for the first time. So she hasn't had, and she's been like panicking. She's like, I don't have my fucking signet yet.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil that for you, but
no,
I will not tell you.
I didn't even hear. No, I don't know. We don't know what, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I obviously know she's getting one. I know one's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know. Yeah.
By that point, it would have showed up by now. That's crazy.
That's my one. I don't even want to call it a complaint, just personal preference. And I qualm. So what they're doing, one, she's fucking badass. And I know I can sense that this is setting up for you to get to there. Yes. And I have a feeling this is going to change my life. It's just a lot of the flirty back and forth. And I'm like, I love them. I love her. I love him. I want them to be together. But I'm like, you guys are at the coolest fucking college with dragons. You are getting teased that your school isn't telling you half the shit that's actually going on. You have this awful, I'm like, let's fight someone. Like, I want more of like the games and the action. And I just feel like they're so caught up in like each other right now. And I understand you guys have the sexual tension. I have a feeling they're mates, if that's even a thing. And that, like, I don't know where it gets to, but I'm like, but I'm just like, over, like, I want more of like I'm like, we get it. You like each other, get together. I can't do too much of this steamy back and forth.
Okay, very fair.
That's what I'm realizing.
Without like spoiling anything, Iron Flame will do that for you.
That's what I had to, because I'm like, with fantasy series, it's so different than regular books. Because like
so much world building.
Yes. So like I fully get it. And I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to be very passionate about the two of them, because you understand everything. And like, it is really cool, like watching them fall for each other. Like, I like it. I love it. I love it. I'm just ready for like the drama, because I know some shit's coming.
I think I remember saying the same thing to Erin as I was reading Fourth Wing. And it took me a while to read Fourth Wing. But once I got to Iron Flame, I was like moving and grooving.
Yeah.
But I think I remember texting Erin at some point while reading Fourth Wing, and I was like, where are the fucking dragons? Is this not a dragon book? I love dragons. I love dragons in every single sense. And like, in anytime they show up in Harry Potter, in Game of Thrones, in House of the Dragon, like all those, I realize how much they are like my favorite mythical creature.
Yes.
I think I need to put some sort of dragon on my wall, I think. So when I was reading a dragon book and there were no fucking dragons, I was like, where the fuck? But I will say, just be patient, and it will, what you're looking for will emerge at some point.
Yay. All right. Perfect. And that's, again, like, that's not even, that's why I was like, I don't even want to call it a complaint, because like I know where we're going. And especially once you told me, like, I initially thought this was a trilogy. Once I found out that it's written out to be a 5-book series, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it.
It's a lot. And actually, I'm like I wouldn't say I'm upset that it's not 3 books. I just, now that Onyx Storm is out, I'm so excited to read it, because I need to know what could possibly happen in Onyx Storm to have 2 more books follow it.
Yeah.
Because in my mind right now, everything could get solved in 1 more book, but there must be something else that happens.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like patiently waiting for my Onyx Storm. And once it comes in, like, I'm literally sitting my butt down and I'm just reading.
That's what I'm honestly, the timing of everything worked out perfect, because I'm literally going to finish this by next episode. This will be done.
Hold you to it.
But like, I will be a chunk into this one, because Brian goes on a bachelor trip this weekend and I am alone. And because of my sickness that I went through, I haven't been able to take my deficit medication. So I am just free balling life right now, which I haven't done in a while. And she's feeling it. And this weekend, I will finally be able to take my medication, sit down and focus, and my boyfriend will be gone. All I'm going to do is hang out with dragons. Like,
love. And and you'll get it in Fourth Wing, you'll get it in Iron Flame. But I definitely thought that there was more things that had happened by then, but I guess
right, like, that's what I'm like.
I'm like, wrong.
I keep thinking that like I should know more, and I'm like, there's not that many pages left. I'm like, what happens?
You want to know what's so crazy about these books, though? Rebecca Yarros puts so much small little breadcrumbs in the book that this is why people reread it so many times. And that as I was rewatching like the Fourth Wing complete recap and the Iron Flame like complete recap, they're pulling sentences like that someone just says, like Zayden saying like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. And they're like, guess what that meant in Iron Flame? And you're like, fuck, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? You know? So I feel like when the fact that you will read Iron Flame like right after this, that hopefully it'll be fresh and you'll be able to like see as things move, because I think she's very subtle about
Yes.
things, and you think you're not reading much when in fact you are setting up so much stuff to happen later. And I am kind of annoyed by that because I wish it was a little bit more like, hey, pay attention to this. But the videos really help because there is so much information.
Oh, babe, just wait for Throne of Glass.
Yeah. I've been looking at it recently, like, it's on the bottom section of my bookshelf over there, and I just keep looking at it, I'm like, it's a lot of books. It's a lot of reading.
I read over 10,000 pages last year because I read Throne of Glass and I finished ACOTAR in the same year. That was the first year. I read 3 more books in 2024 than I did last year, but I read 3,000 more pages with 3 less books.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Crazy.
I won't lie to you, I'm a little intimidated, but I think once I get into it, I'll be fine, but just staring at it right now, it's a little.
No, and I do not blame you, and I do wanna warn you, it starts slow. Like, it's what like, the first 3 books took me, like.
I heard a lot of people say that.
Yes, but oh my god, it's going to change your life. It's gonna be such a good year for books and reading because, like, let's not forget we also get a new Hunger Games in March.
I don't have time to reread the Hunger Games series.
It's Haymitch's, so I don't think you'll have to. The prequels.
I know, I don't remember anything from Hunger Games, though.
Oh,
Like,
wait,
literally nothing.
you didn't read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, right?
No. I mean, I'd love to, but there's so many other things. I'm literally looking at a pile of books
No.
that's stack this high. It's the fucking Bridgerton books that I bought.
Drop everything and read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
But I don't remember anything from Hunger Games. Do I need to know things?
No, it's President Snow's story. You may eventually want to go back and read or at least listen to them just because, like, I think it ties everything together. Like, you just understand his character so much. So, like, it makes everything in Hunger Games feel more monumental, but you don't have to know about it's like how the Hunger Games became the Hunger Games.
Maybe I will re-listen to the Hunger Games anyway because I finished like all the Madeline Millers. I finished my book that I was telling you that's like my favorite book. Actually, it's right here. This little one right here. This is The Westing Game. I finished that. And then I just started, because it was free on Audible, the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle.
Oh, please let me know how that is, because that's been on my TBR list for years.
Same. And it was free on Audible. So I was like, oh, this will be my next one. But after that book's done, I won't have anything to listen to. So maybe I'll listen to the Hunger Games again.
Sam, you will not regret it. And I cannot wait. Because when I tell you, you witnessed it, the chokehold that it had on me. And literally, I still, like, whenever I get a night to myself and I'm like, what am I going to watch? It's the fucking Hunger Games. Whether it's Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay 1 or 2, or The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Like, I'm obsessed with this series. I will never, ever get over it. And holy shit, It's like I'm just calming down and being, like, less annoying about it. And we're getting another one. And I'm like,
I'm going to be annoying again.
I'm going to be so annoying again.
I read them in high school and maybe I just didn't appreciate them at the time either. Like, I was reading them because the movies were coming out. So, like, same thing with, like, Maze Runner, like, I read the Maze Runner books because the movies were coming, like, so maybe if I read them in a more literary sense, I will, like, appreciate them more as an adult.
Oh my God. No, you, like, literally have to.
I don't even remember I remember the big things, but I remember nothing else from that series. So it's, like, almost gonna be like rereading it again for the first time.
What? Drop everything in your life. No, I don't even want to say that because I don't want to speak it into existence. I was going to say you suddenly got COVID and can't leave your house for 2 weeks. I don't want to put that on Sam. However, I do want you to drop everything in your life and read The Hunger Games, because
yeah, maybe we'll do another book talk segment of me, like, after every Hunger Games book that I read, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah!" And I know yeah, you would love that. I could tell.
I would.
But
obviously, I can't dictate your actual reading schedule. Please
No,
read
that's
whatever
okay.
you would like to read.
It's like,
However,
do you want me to read Hunger Games? Or do you want me to read Throne of Glass?
Throne of Glass. I know I'm putting so much on your plate right now.
That's a lot of books, but I can split them up because I do listen to a lot of books. So I've already listened to 5 books this year.
I think you should read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, listen to The Hunger Games, because I do think it will all come back to you. And you also have the movies, and obviously it's not the same, but the movies are very close.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can do that. All right. I gotta.
And then in March, we can read Haymitch's. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I forget what it's called too.
Sunrise on the Reaping.
Oh, God. There's so many books and so little time. It is really unfortunate.
I added 17 books to my to be read list the other day because Goodreads, I was looking at my Goodreads challenges, and you have to like read certain books. And I was like, ooh, like a lot of these sound good. And I just kept adding, and I'm like, my to be read list is already 200 books deep, and I read 20 books a year. Like, I was like, I'm never getting to all these.
Well, I do eventually want to do, like, I don't know, some sort of like reset book, and I want to read The Housemaid because they're making that into a movie too. And I literally have it on my bookshelf and I have not read it yet, but it's got freaking Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried in it, and I'm like, this is gonna be good.
I read that as my vacation book in Cancun. It is phenomenal. Perfect reset book.
Yeah, no, I gotta get through books first to reset too.
If it makes you feel better, you know how slow of a reader I am. I read the first 100 pages in one sitting, and then I read the last 300 pages on the flight home, and I finished it in one day.
I know I can bang through it too because I read None of This Is True in 2 days.
Yes.
Like, I know I can read it quick, but I think we digress.